princess actually. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I just suggest playing that game. Now where are we? It's the same temple. Same place. Just in the past. Oh, an impasse here.
Hey!
At last, I've been expecting you. You're doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will become to be known as the Seal Grant Temple somewhere in the future. Stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here, the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. Little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky would one day become Skylofts. It is true to its name, you have passed through the gate of time to an area in the distant past. You still have many questions, but for now, you must proceed back to the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you risked life and blood to defend awaits for you. You mean Zelda? Zelda's here? Zelda! It's Zelda! We found her! Finally, after all this time. Come so far. I'm glad you made it. This is an awesome cutscene coming up right here. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We traveled very far from home to a distant past. This area, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales up to the war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all to take Triforce for himself by force. Is related to Ganondorf by any chance? The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. The floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to known as the Skyloft. Through a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans to set them both into motions. Look at Link, he's just like, what? This could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her chosen hero. And I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as immortal. Dun dun dun! Plot twist. Yeah. This is basically where you figure out everything and that's been happening and what's going on. Yeah, it was Graham who made that black tornado we saw at the beginning. He's nearly captured by demonic force, but was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in sealed ground. I had no memory of at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statue located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here, to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of the demise. So demise is the imprisoned, is what they're getting at here. Stripped of his true physical forms by the seal that binds him, he takes shape of an abomination. Even in his hideous state, he is more than capable of devouring these lands if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal and imprison him at any cost. This is why I intend to remain here, in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago. Keep it strong for as long as I am able. The memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. The goddess created Phi, and the Great Blade she's a part of for a very specific reason. For the task of standing against demise in this monstrous form he now assumes, rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, we're already driven back into prison twice now. Can't thank you enough for that. How would she know? She's been in the past those times. Worthy wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardship and journeyed far into your quest to reach this place. Alone your travels with you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, draw your sword. Holy shit! The goddess have blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. That's the sword we know and love. The sword is imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Reagan may wield it. Heh, I'm awesome. Only I may wield the Master Sword. How's that? Reagan, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have power to vanquish demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in the world, only a few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own power, or own kind, could never use its power. Somehow I think they may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face demise and bring hope back to this land, the goddess Hylia needs someone with an unbreakable spirit. That is you. Spirit alone wasn't enough, you had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself, so that you could wield that supreme power. So Hylia, I knew that if meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. She used us. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this. But you have to understand this. It's a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales of our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay for a price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in all of this. But until my memory of things before a lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. For all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. I think Link feels the same, to be honest. Oh shit! This looks familiar, doesn't it? If you played Ocarina of Time, you might recognize this. While it's true that I am Hylia reborn, I'm still my father's daughter, and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When the mice is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him. And then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I've always been the one to wake you up. But this time, when all of this is over, will you come wake me up? We promise. And so she goes to sleep. Sleep for thousands of years, while to give us a chance to find a way to destroy Demise. Zelda is extremely good at it person, and I love this cutscene because her sacrifice is just amazing to do. So yeah, Zelda is now sleeping, and she will sleep until we find a way to defeat our foe. Alright then. So now we know what's going on, and we know what we have to do. I see you said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her, and you must find the Triforce. Return to your time, there's work to be done. Do not fear for Zelda, I will watch over you. Go now and fulfill your destiny. Yep, so next time on Skyward Sword, we'll go back up to the sky and probably do some more side stuff because there's a few things that open up for us now. But thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye all.